You're sitting across from a woman you're drawn to. Maybe she's the most beautiful woman you've ever met. Maybe she's elegant, intelligent, magnetic. And like most men, your mind races. What can I say to impress her? What words will make her notice me? Most men default to the usual. You're so pretty. You're gorgeous. You look amazing tonight, but here's the problem. She's heard it all before. From strangers online, from men at work, from men who don't even know her name. So what happens? The words slip in one ear and out the other. Forgettable. Meaningless. But imagine instead that you gave her a compliment that stops her in her tracks. A compliment that makes her pause, smile, and think, he really sees me. No one else notices that. That's the power of a forbidden compliment. And here's where Stoicism enters the picture. The ancient Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, did not write about dating. But they understood human psychology. They understood discipline, tranquility, character, and perception. They knew that true respect is earned not by shallow gestures but by depth, by integrity, by virtue. And when you combine this ancient wisdom with modern psychology, you realize something powerful. The most effective compliments are not about beauty at all. They're about character, energy, and influence. So in this video, we'll explore the top 3 forbidden compliments that make women drool over you. And along the way, we'll uncover 10 Stoic lessons that explain why these words work and how to use them in real life. But remember, it's not just about what you say, it's about who you are when you say it. A compliment from a weak man feels empty. The same words from a strong, Stoic man can live in her memory for years. So let's begin. Forbidden compliment number 1. I admire your discipline. 12 minutes. Discipline is a trait women deeply respect, yet they are rarely recognized for it. Most men only notice what is obvious, looks, curves, makeup. But when you notice discipline, you show her that you see her beyond the surface. Story example. Imagine this. A woman wakes up at 5 a.m. to study for her medical exams. Her friends are out partying, but she stays home reading late into the night. Most men, when they see her, might say, "You look tired, are you okay?" But the Stoic man says, "I admire your discipline." Most people would have quit, but you keep going. That's powerful. That one sentence can mean more than 100 shallow compliments. Stoic context. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, ruled during wars, plagues, and endless challenges. Yet he still journaled daily, reflecting on his duties and weaknesses. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The woman who disciplines herself, whether in studies, fitness, or life, is living that same Stoic principle. And when you recognize it, she feels deeply respected. Modern psychology. Studies show women are more attracted to men who value effort over innate talent. Why? Because effort shows resilience, focus, and reliability. When you compliment her effort, you activate her pride, not just her vanity. Practical Stoic advice: work on your own discipline daily. Wake early, exercise, journal. A man without discipline can't admire it authentically in others. Observe details, notice her consistency, not just results. Compliment the effort. Use scarcity. Don't throw this compliment daily. Say it only when she's truly showing effort. It will hit harder. Stoic Lesson 1. Self-mastery is magnetic. 8 minutes. Epictetus wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Think about that. A man ruled by emotions, cravings, jealousy, or laziness is not free. He is a slave. Now connect this to attraction. A woman cannot trust, respect, or admire a man who cannot master himself. If you're jealous at every glance, if you're addicted to distractions, if you crumble under pressure, you radiate weakness. But if you show calmness in chaos, consistency in effort, and restraint in impulses, you radiate strength. And here's the secret. When you live this way, your compliments gain weight, because a man who has mastered himself doesn't hand out empty praise. If he says, "I admire your discipline," she knows it's real. Practical exercises. Try fasting for half a day once a week to build self-control. Replace emotional outbursts with reflection. When angry, pause before speaking. Keep a Stoic journal like Marcus Aurelius. Write down your failures, lessons, and goals daily. Forbidden compliment number 2. Your presence is calming. 12 minutes. This one is dangerous because it goes beyond the surface. You're not praising her looks or achievements, you're recognizing her energy. Story example. Imagine you've had a stressful day. Deadlines, noise, chaos. You meet her for coffee. As you sit down, the tension in your chest loosens. You breathe deeper. You smile. Most men would just say, "It's nice to see you." But the Stoic man says, your presence is calming. It's like the world slows down around you. Now she feels valued in a way that very few men make her feel, not for appearance, but for the peace she radiates. Stoic context. Seneca said, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." In other words, calmness is control. Marcus Aurelius led armies and faced plagues, yet he reminded himself daily, nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul. When you tell a woman her presence calms you, you link her to that Stoic virtue of tranquility. Modern psychology. Women are emotional mirrors. They absorb and reflect energy. If she knows she brings peace instead of stress, she feels like a sanctuary in your life, and that makes her unforgettable. Practical Stoic advice. Practice breathing techniques before reacting. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Value presence. When with her, put away distractions, be fully attentive. Recognize tranquility in her and say it. A simple, "you make things feel lighter," can mean the world. Stoic lesson. Tranquility is irresistible. 8 minutes. Women are drawn to men who can stay calm in storms. Because life is full of storms. Career setbacks, family issues, crises. If you are the man who loses control, you create insecurity. But if you remain grounded, you radiate strength. And here's the paradox. The calmer you are, the more attractive you become. Because calmness is rare. Practical exercises, daily meditation, or silent walks. Before entering a room, remind yourself, I carry peace, not chaos. Delay your responses in heated arguments. Silence often shows strength. Forbidden compliment. 3. You inspire me to be better. 12 minutes. This is the ultimate forbidden compliment. Why? Because it reveals vulnerability. But vulnerability, when expressed with strength, creates intimacy. Story. Example. You're at the gym, pushing harder than usual. You realize it's because of her. Her presence, her drive, her example. Later, instead of hiding it, you tell her, you inspire me to push myself. Being around you makes me want to be better. She won't forget that, because you've placed her in the highest category, not just attractive, but transformative. Stoic context. Seneca often credited his friend Lucilius for inspiring his own growth. He believed wise companionship pushes us closer to virtue. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it." When you tell her she inspires you, you're acknowledging her as a muse for your growth. Modern psychology. Women long to feel like they elevate a man's life. Not control it, but elevate it. When you tell her this, you give her a sense of unique impact. Practical Stoic advice. Be specific. Tell her how she inspires you. Fitness, work ethic, mindset. Only say it when true. If it's empty, it loses power. Back it with action. Let her see you improving, not just talking. Stoic lesson 3. Growth is more attractive than comfort. 8 minutes. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Most men waste their time seeking comfort, but women are drawn to men who grow, who stretch, who push beyond comfort. If she sees that you not only grow but also credit her for inspiring it, she feels invaluable." Practical exercises. Set monthly growth goals, career, fitness, learning. Share your journey, let her see your progress. When she fuels that progress, acknowledge it once with sincerity. Extra. Stoic lessons. Each 6 to 7 minutes. Lesson 4. Speak less, mean more. Marcus Aurelius. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Don't spray compliments recklessly. Choose them carefully. Example, instead of nice dress, say, that color makes you look powerful. Lesson 5. Authenticity over flattery. Epictetus warned against lies. Flattery makes women suspicious. Authentic compliments build trust. Always root compliments in truth, not exaggeration. Lesson 6. The rare power of observation, Seneca. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Women want to feel seen. Most men don't notice details. Compliment her effort, her small changes, her subtle habits. Lesson 7. Integrity gives compliments. Wait, Marcus Aurelius. If it is not true, do not say it. Without integrity, compliments sound fake. Live honestly so when you praise, it resonates. Lesson 8. Balance praise with standard. Stoics valued moderation. Too many compliments weaken your words. Give recognition rarely so it feels precious. Lesson 9. Focus on character, not looks. Looks fade. Character grows. Stoics valued virtue above all. Compliment virtue, not vanity. Lesson 10. Become the compliment. You give Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Don't just say you're disciplined. Be disciplined yourself. Don't just say you're calming and carry peace yourself. Don't just say you inspire me, be inspiring too.